What's up guys, FrugalBC here, coming at you with a very interesting video. On Tuesday we shared this huge news about Hedera partnering with BlackRock and ArchX to make this tokenized version of a BlackRock fund. I still think that's a really big deal, but some people are questioning the partnership, and actually it looks like Hedera is kind of walking things back a little. We're going to dive into that today on today's FrugalBC, but by the way guys, if you like this kind of stuff, sure to hit the like and subscribe button. Also, remember, you don't have to smash it. You can just press it gently. And because this is not a directly an Algorand video, I just want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors, Non-Fungible Domains for those .algo addresses, and Fractal Monsters, a play-to-earn game on the Algorand blockchain. You can check out links for both of those in the description below. But let's get to this news, because I've had some pushback on this, and I initially thought it was kind of crazy. I think at first I thought that maybe and I actually had to kind of remake this video after I dived into this a little more, because at first I thought people were kind of misinterpreting partnership. There was a Cointelegraph article that came out. In fact, we can find that. So this is the article that came out from Cointelegraph. Now, they were told about this news like a week ahead of time and chose not to report it, which I think is crazy. Hedera's HBAR token pumps 96% on misinterpreted BlackRock announcement. Shares of BlackRock money market fund have been tokenized on the Hedera blockchain, sending Hedera token to a 96% rally in the last 24 hours. But the world's largest asset manager confirmed it has no relationship with Hedera, despite many believing it was actively involved. We're going to find out that's not 100% true, actually. One of the things I was saying all along is a partnership doesn't necessarily have to mean a financial involvement. There's a huge range of things that can be considered a partnership. You know, it could range from like two businesses sharing a parking lot could be partnering in that regard. So I think when we say partnership, and the fact that this is being tokenized on Hedera, I still think is a big deal. But I understand that people can sometimes think that that can be troubling. But I think no relationship is unclear or is untrue. We're gonna look at that in a minute. So here's Hedera's latest post. So I think this is important. Facilitated by ArchX, shares of BlackRock's ICS U.S. Treasury Money Market Fund are now tokenized on the Hedera network, RWA, and they don't mention BlackRock. Well, they do mention BlackRock, but the first transaction of tokenized shares was completed across Ownerite. So then this guy, Crypto Cash, got 31 followers. It says BlackRock not working directly with Hedera on this. Simple as that. Here's the kicker. The press release of the announcement, which was approved by all parties involved, including BlackRock, never stated that, and neither have we. Elder says, well done, Hedera. It's amazing how blockchain media will go out of their way to discredit good news, real-world, real-life blockchain usage. Yet when it comes to BS news, useless usage, fake stats, they're shouting the loudest. Keep going. People who can read, do their own research, are supporting projects like yours that are actually bring value to crypto space. The Elder is he's in the Algorand space for a lot. He talks about, I think he's interested in other stuff, of course, but I see him come up in the Algorand discussion a lot. So I think it's really cool that he's talking about HBAR. HBAR Bull, who's this one actually is paid by the way. I've been getting, I got a couple accusations that I'm paid by Hedera. That's not true. This one is actually funded, I believe, by the foundation. And I don't think they're like 100% clear about that's what it is. It's actually a YouTube channel. Yeah, so he says, thanks for the support. I hope most see through the bias. In my opinion, without the outsized market reaction, Hedera HBAR would not have threatened the beliefs and bags of those that are necessarily to go on the offensive. A consistent problem in the space has been media who are biased and easily bought to peddle whatever is being told to by dishonest players. Here's this thing, Algorand and Hedera, they're getting into a little debate. We're not desperate, just disappointed, says Matt Walker Williams. He's a pretty big player in the HBAR space. Says BlackRock's ICS U.S. Treasury Market Fund is being tokenized on Hedera. BlackRock were aware and happy to have their name associated with the press release. So that implies that, and the Hedera Foundation also said this, or Hedera, I think it was the Hedera main account, said that they agreed to be in this press release. They were part of it. That's a partnership. Like it may be on the very looser end of partnership, fair enough. But it wasn't like they were just completely unaware and this just came out of nowhere. They approved, according to them, they approved the press release. I haven't seen anything from BlackRock that suggests otherwise. But yes, there's no financial arrangement. But a partnership doesn't necessarily have to mean that. And I still think this is a big deal. I think it's unfortunate that Hedera's price has dropped the way it has. This is a big win for crypto in general, especially Hedera. I agree. He says that that Cointelegraph had been given the announcement and associated information a week before it was before it came out, decided not to run it. I think that's really interesting because to me, that's a pretty big deal. So you didn't highlight what is true, you only highlighted what isn't, but that was never said in the first place. Now you're calling people who own H-bar desperate. Is this a Cointelegraph reporter saying that. Calling us desperate. Where's the respect? Where's the journalistic professionalism? Where's the camaraderie with other crypto enthusiasts? Look at what you've become, shame on you. Did he respond at all? No, it doesn't look like he did. Yeah, I think this is probably the best, breakdown of anyone on the situation, anyone on here. I think the real issue is people are trying to say that partnership implies that like there's a direct financial relationship, and that doesn't have to be the case. There's so many ways in which a partnership, like I said, something as simple as like sharing two businesses sharing a parking lot is technically a partnership. You know, do we oversell it a little? Maybe, but I think this is pretty big. And, you know, they did work together on this. It wasn't just like they used BlackRock's name without their permission. So the press release that they put out, now I swear to God they changed it, because when I looked at their press release now, it didn't mention anything about them working on anything, but they did in my I wish I would put that on my video. I really do, because they did imply that there was some back and forth with them. You know, it wasn't just hey, can we use your name on this? Yeah, sure. Not that they were like directly involved in the tokenization, but you know, it did imply that they had some involvement. So I don't know, take it for what it is. We can look at the price. Look at the price. Where down did it go? Yeah, it was like in the 20s. Go to the 7-day. This is going to make more sense here. Yeah, so we got up almost to 18 cents, it looks like. I actually had a limit order at 15, so I hit that. And now it fell back down. Now we're about 12 cents. So I think Hedera is still doing pretty good on the news. They're still up almost 50% on the week. Like that's, how about month? Down just a touch, just barely down on the month. So I still think the news, I mean, hey, look, here's where we were. Here's where we are. Okay. So yeah, we had this little spike, but we're not all the way down. Because I still think people think this is a big deal. I think people are happy about this. Oversold a little bit, maybe, and you know, I still think the word partnership is appropriate, but I think we have to be clear when we talk partnership, that can mean a lot of things. It doesn't have to mean a financial relationship, and clearly that there's no financial relationship here in we didn't say that there was, so on this channel. So I'll call this like a clarification. I think that's fair. I think clarifying that, yeah, there's not a direct financial relationship. Like I said, we didn't say that, but and the Hedera didn't say that either. But to criticize it and say this is all this is all like fake news, I think that's incorrect. So that's my thoughts on it. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Understand some people, took this stuff the wrong way and maybe thought there was maybe a deeper relationship. There is, but I still think this is good news. I think it's good for Hedera. Hedera's price didn't suffer as much as you might. I mean, if people really were, hey, this is super fake and doesn't actually have any value, I think the price would have dropped even further. But hey, that's enough of me blabbling. I'd love to hear what you guys think about this. Do you think it was overblown? It might have been over. I think people I think the reaction was maybe a little stronger than it needed to be. I heard some people talking about FOMOing, and I'm like, don't ever do that. Don't FOMO into stuff. Don't buy when it's pumping. You buy it before the pump. Okay, if you're buying when it's pumping, you're doing something wrong. I'll never understand why people do that. But anyway, stay safe out there. I'm Frugal BC. I hope you guys are doing well. And again, if you have comments, feel free to leave them below. Otherwise, I will see you in the future.